Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Eddie Jennings from EJSLLC.com. This video is going to continue my practice session series with the Red Hat Certified Specialist in Containers Exam EX188. Before I dive in, I want to thank returning subscribers for watching another video, as well as invite anyone who's watching, if you haven't subscribed yet, to click the subscribe button. And if you enjoy the video, make sure you click like. A reminder, these videos are my practice sessions for this exam, where I'm going through the objectives, trying to explain them and give some examples as a way of self-assessing to see if I'm prepared. My exam is in just under 2 weeks, and so this gives me time. If I don't feel confident at the end of a video on a topic, I can go back and do some more review. These are not intended to be tutorials and are not intended to be training materials. That being said, I do try to have the information accurate, and if you are also preparing for this exam, perhaps you might find the material useful for creating your own ways of being able to prepare. So we're continuing with the Run Containers Locally using Podman set of objectives, and we're going to look at listen to container events on the container host. This should be a relatively quick video, because I was thinking about how this differentiates from getting the logs of containers, but I think this is more about the actual Podman application itself and the things that it is doing. And there's a command that we can use called Podman events. I'm going to do -- help here and explain a couple of things. What this will do is kind of like a --F for anything that Podman itself, not a container necessarily, but Podman is doing on a system. And I think these events actually get, by default, they're written to journal D, but you can, if you don't want to do this in stream mode, you can do, since and until, and a lot of the things that you would have with journal D if you're checking events in that method. Apparently do format string output to using a Go template. Well, that's not something I'll be doing today, but I just want to demonstrate this working. So what I'm going to do, clear my screen, Podman events, and let me open another terminal window. We're going to do a couple of activities, and let's see what happens with the events. So here, let's pull down a UBI image. So Podman pull registry.access redhat.com/UBI8UBI. Okay, so it gave us a log of image pull. Let's see if we can find this within journal CTL. And I didn't find it. I thought I remember reading, let me go into the man page for Podman events. By default, it sends stuff to journal D. It says that's the default logging mechanism. And I know you can, within the containers.conf, etc containers, I thought it was containers.conf. Let's go back to that man page real quick. You can affect the verbosity with this. Oh, in containers.conf. I'm not sure where that file is. Man, containers.conf. Okay, let's do a little bit of investigation here. So etc containers. There's nothing in here for that. But it was also in user share. So at least that's what I thought it said. User share containers. So it must be in user share because there's nothing in etc. There's containers.conf. So this, I guess, would be where we can affect verbosity with that. And looking at this, I don't think I'm necessarily going to need to have memorized how to do that, because it looks like it's well documented within man pages and such. And again, and that's one of the things you have to balance when you're preparing for a Red Hat exam, because you can't realistically memorize everything. And part of the exam is, can you use documentation? But I get the feeling this is not something I need to have well memorized. But that's an event for pulling down an image. Let's see if we can get events from just running a container. So Podman run, put it in the background, and we'll just do Actually, we'll grab an HTTPD container. So registry.access.redhat.com UBI8 HTTPD 2.4. That will probably make an event for pulling the image and for running the container. Let's see what happens. Oh, did I quit Podman events? Grumble. Well, let's get Podman, or I guess I can do Podman events since, let's do, well, I expected to see some events with that, with the since. Events until now, that didn't give us anything. This thing just like immediately lose events. Yeah, show all events since to timestamp. Let's try this. Podman events since 1 hour. All right, there's more stuff. Man, that's just it's a wall of text. I guess that's the timestamp it's looking for. It's not looking for, you know, clock. Yeah, there's the pulling down of HTTPD 2.4. It's like the building of the, I want to see the stream though. So let's clear this. No, not clear. All right. So that was already in like a streaming kind of thing. This is kind of an odd little command. Podman events. So it's running. Let's do Podman RM all. Do force. All right, so that made some events. Me getting rid of the containers. See what happens when I get rid of all the images. Okay, so that Podman events is how we will be able to see the particular Podman things, not necessarily container stuff. I mean, obviously there's information about containers in this, but not like the container logs. So I think that kind of satisfies this particular objective. There may be more to it. If there is, I'm not sure what it is. I might spend a little bit of time researching it, but I think I'm pretty confident on this particular objective and at least the basic usage of that command. So if you found this video useful, make sure you click like. Thank you again to returning subscribers for watching another video, and to those who have not subscribed, do click that subscribe button. Thanks for your time, and I'll see you the next time.